What's up, basketball world? This is your boy, Gilbert Arenas. And as you can see, I'm about to go through the last 2 minutes of this Game 6 Miami versus Boston game. We always focus on the last shot and whose fault it was. But, you know, it's always the game within the game, the play. Whoever can make the most plays by the time that buzzer ends is, you know, usually the team that wins. But, you know, as you can see, Boston is up 7. So that means for them to have a close encounter like they did means that they, you know, made some mistakes along the way. So, you know, I just want to, you know, review what happened in the last 2 minutes so we can see, you know, how an outcome like that could happen. And, you know, try to prevent it from happening again. You know, when you're up 7, you want to hold a lead like this. So let's see what Miami and Boston did in the last 2 minutes of this game. And this video is from NBA on YouTube. So follow them, click them, so they don't flag me. All right, Jimmy Bucket's got the ball.
7-point game, approaching to the point.
Ooh, so that little one dribble, what Duncan Robinson did actually made Marcus Smart stop a little bit, you know, to catch him, just in case he turned that corner, which allowed Jimmy to get open. Weak side looks fine. You know, you got 2 Miami guys right here, but that's probably because I paused, so I'm assuming one's going to flip up. Usually it should be the bottom guy already. Just lift up, cut guy, go through, but however they want to do it. Usually you want your best shooter as a second pass, so it's a stunt and pass.
Hey. Butler with.
For the most part, that will be considered a horrible shot, especially since Jimmy Butler's is like 3 for 17, 18 at this point. But it is Jimmy. He's 3 inches taller than, you know, Smart, so this was basically a wide open shot for someone like him.
A long shot of Jimmy Butler just canned the free. 17 for him. This is what the Heat do. They're not always.
The Heat fell back into a zone. I don't think Al Horford has realized that. If he did, he would want to set the pick on this side of the player. You know, setting that pick right here is just guard to guard switch off.
It's pretty. They're not always great.
So yeah, as you can see, bad. Flip the other side. So if he comes off, he's naked. That means Jimmy has to pull up. Then you have basically a 2-on-1 with your 2 best players versus Jimmy Butler. Marcus Smart, you would like to pull up to the 3-point line. And, you know, this is a very important thing for even the youth. AAU, look, this is the line, right? Stop standing out here, all right? You're not Steph Curry, you're not Klay Thompson, and Marcus Smart, you're neither one of those either. Get to the line, right? From this line all the way to the other baseline is only worth 3 points, right? Just like a free throw, right? This is worth 1 all the way to right here is worth 1. We all get to the closest point, right? So get to the closest point. You're at this closest point because from here, you're not going to shoot that, which means that was a pointless pass when you could have just, because you're going to have to dribble 1 to get closer. So if you're already there and prepared to shoot, it forces Duncan Robinson to actually pick you up, which leaves White in the corner by himself. So, you know, just for anybody, stop standing this far out if you can't, if you're not that dude.
But this is a resilient.
He comes off, like, see, if he's here, this would be a quick pass. So, look, if he's here, makes this pass, Al Horford is rolling, he can dump that pass right quick. Pass, right? Quick pass, roll, pass. Miami used to have a play like that too. Pass it here, dump it through.
Yeah, basketball too.
Right, so now Al Horford's gonna catch it right here, right? Now, look, Marcus Smart still hasn't moved not 1 inch. If he's standing right here, this could be a pass here to here, here to here. He has to stunt, he has to get back. There's so many options. Jaylen Brown on the weak side. I always tell kids that I train, you see someone turn their head, backdoor them every single time. Like these are back doors. This man is not looking at anybody. These are back doors. So while he's catching this, White should be on the move here too. These are things that you will say to yourself after games in a locker room. But everybody has to be on the string and understanding movement. This is why players like Steph Curry is hard to guard, because he's always on the move. He's not standing like these. He's standing like bricks right here. These are 2 bricks. Okay, he moves wrong way. Should have backdoored. Jalen, look, Jimmy still hasn't turned his head. Paul Pierce cut right in front of him. Either you can go backdoor, Sean Marion straight up to the lob, or you can cut right through him. I can see Jason's trying to, backdoor, but to be honest, Jason, this will be a horrible decision anyway, because if you did get it, Bam can play defense on both of you guys. So that's a bad cut. This is the cut you want, or the backdoor cut here. Marcus Smart still in no man's land.
Horford over to Tatum, accelerates into Adebayo.
Hey, Miami just got lucky. It was a broken play. Still got a good shot from my best player on the team. So, you can't complain, but you can't rely on stuff you can't rely on someone falling down and you get into the basket.
No! Rebound Martin. Butler with the ball.
Oh, Jimmy, look. Hey, everybody has their back turned. So, look, hoopers out there, look. If you're a great one-on-one guy, this is the best time to go. Either you fake middle, well, to be honest, you fake baseline. You fake baseline because all his help is middle, so he can see this help. So to be honest, a simple fucking crossover would have shook the hell out of Smart, because he knows his baseline is vulnerable, so he's gonna overjump that crossover anyway, and you have this whole this is them plays where you fake like you're going baseline to get middle here, but this is a perfect ISO for Jimmy, because no one's in position. So this is when you do bully to the basket. You do bully here. He didn't go as fast as I would have. He's waiting. You're calling for a pick, which is a horrible decision anyway, because you already have some guy you can shoot over anyway. Right now the defense is getting set. You got someone hands on their knees for fucking. I don't see right here. This is horrible. Even if the ball swung, you're not even ready to shoot.
Necessarily need a 3, but it would go a long.
Jimmy goes, okay. He's about 8 seconds.
Butler takes it in. Hit on the play by Tatum, and a foul called on Jason.
You can't rely on plays like this. You can't rely on, bailouts. You can't rely on bailouts or getting fouled, so we can rewind that again from this rebound. All right.
No. Wouldn't necessarily need a 3, but it would go a long way. Butler takes it in. Hit on the play by Tatum, and a foul called on Jason Tatum. 7 of 8, 17 points. And a lot of time left here, especially if Butler makes both of these.
They big in Boston.
Do they come back and go to that zone? Coach, I got to ask you.
Boston has.
Coach, I got to ask you, do they come back and
Hold on, these are the mistakes you can't make at the free throw line.
Boston has.
All right, now, Al Horford. See, this is a mistake right here. Al Horford should be on this side. This is their active big. This is their rebounder. These are the things that you can't allow during the times. This should be switched. Al Horford should be over here. Jaylen Brown should be on this side, right? And you wouldn't have gave up this offensive rebound to their rebounder. Little things like that is what separates, leads and just great teams themselves. So little mistakes. See, these are just little mistakes that cut this lead down in the first place.
Coach, I got to ask you, do they come back and go to that zone?
Now, this was very smart move by Duncan Robinson to get himself back into play. Obviously, as you can see, he's by himself. I think the mistake here was he took that rhythm dribble when I think he should have just shot it. But he's the shooter in this play, and great shot all day. He makes this shot probably 7 out of 10 times, 8 out of 10. Just
offensive rebound, Martin. Robinson for the tie. Smart's got it. And dishes off to Tatum. Could have asked for a better look from your best three-point shooter.
Great effort on the glass.
All right, so Jason Tatum is telling everybody to get in position. Now, this is a pick and roll between these two. To be honest, if Duncan Robinson is the weaker defender, then White, having him here is a great play. Now, if I'm trying to get Jason the ball, what I'm going to do is pass him the ball and then go set the pick. I'm not going to have him set the pick, because if they don't switch, then I still have Jason on Jimmy, and I've just wasted some time.
He's got 21 points and 15.
Which they didn't switch. Jimmy netted the guy, which is a horrible decision by Miami, right? You're too far away from Jason Tatum, right? Either y'all should have switched, or Duncan Robinson let this guy help, or just let the play, let White do what White's gonna do. But the fact that you went this far over gave Jason Tatum this wide open three. Make or miss, you don't want to give up that type of shot with 1 minute left, down 3. Right? And now, this is a great shot. One more pass after you've seen Bam coming. One more pass, Jalen Green by himself. And as you can see he's seen it early. He's taken off, which would have gave any pass right under the basket. This could have ended well for a team. Like if this was a very passing team like a Golden State Warriors, this would have been guaranteed 2 points. Guaranteed 2 points, because they would have passed this. He would have dunked in. It could have been a lob. I mean, this is amazing. This is how you want a defense to react. The way this team reacted, right? You got Jimmy overplaying. The pass goes. Bam, look what Bam. You got 2 players really guarding one. This guy's open. I mean, this was amazing. It was not amazing play for Boston, because Boston didn't make the great play. This is just bad defense on Miami's part, because they can give up an offensive rebound to Al Horford also, or Jalen Green if he decides to run in.
Tatum off, rebound Brown. No.
And that could have easily been an and one.
Oh, foul. Jalen Brown in this quarter, 4 of 4 from the line.
Outside, it's the second one we've seen him just flying in from the perimeter.
Rebound Butler. 4-point game, less than a minute to go.
It worked this time. See, this is Tatum. Tatum didn't do what Marcus Smart did when Duncan Robinson had the ball. Hold for a count. See, if Tatum holds for that count, which would have been suicide because you got Duncan Robinson, but because this is a fast break, this is off a rebound, Marcus Smart don't know who's who, and he's expecting his help, and Jimmy just turns that corner. So Duncan Robinson, that little fake brush screen worked very well because it freed up this man. So you can see just like little things like that, right? Jimmy did it the first time, and Marcus Smart stopped the help, got him that 3. Duncan Robinson did it versus Marcus Smart, and Tatum didn't help, and Jimmy drove.
Butler catches his way inside. Didn't settle. We thought he was going to pull up when he saw the. Didn't foul. Rebound Butler. 4-point game, less than a minute to go.
Right, bam, bam. You're supposed to be following also. You already see he's turning the corner. You got to give up on this pass. I mean, it's not like Duncan Robinson here where he could have flared. So you got to follow just in case this could be an easy lob. You know, if Al Horford helps. If he misses this, it's an easy putback. So whatever this assignment was, you got to kill it and react.
Butler.
Yep. Come on, Al. You can't reach. You got to get there.
Catches his way inside. Didn't settle. You thought he was going to pull up when he saw the bigger body. On Horford for a fourth time. 11-3 Miami run since Boston led by 10. Butler. A 1-point game with 53 seconds to go. On any missed shot.
All right, same play. Zone. They setting the screen on the wrong side of the zone. You don't set us on the zone. This is not where you want to set that pick on the zone. It's always on the outside of the guard. You want to set it here on this guard, on the outside of that guard. Jason Tatum is going through. Al Horford, Jimmy Butler's not even looking at you, man. Come on. Put some pressure on Bam. See, if you come all the way down here to this side right here, Bam is forced to grab you, and White can pass this all the way to Marcus Smart. Right? This you got to have. Like, Jimmy's a ball watcher, so Jimmy's following the ball. So anytime Jimmy turns his head away from you, you should already backdoor Jimmy, right? You have to backdoor players like this. Players that are ball watchers, you backdoor them. You know, I played in the Princeton, so that's all we look for. You turn your head, we're gone, right? And, you know, that's what Curry, that's what Clay, those are the type of movements and offense awareness that they have. Now, Tatum, horrible decision to cut. The reason is because there's a pick and roll going up in here, and if he rolls, you guys are running into each other. So you're jammed. You're going to be jammed. You're cutting while he's trying to roll. Like that could have been the pass right here. That could have been the pass. If this ball does go here, both you guys can cut. Most likely you cut, you stay wide at the 3-point line because Duncan Robinson and Bam have to pick one of you guys up. If Duncan Robinson picks you up, then this is open. If Bam picks you up, this back door is open. But you can see where Boston is having, you know, problems with spacing.
White.
See, this ball should have, to be honest, this ball right here should have flew straight to Al Horford. Al Horford, you can shoot that ugly ass 3-pointer if you want to, but yeah, he would have shot that. And then you got Jalen Brown dumping down, right? So it can go from White to Horford. Has a wide open shot. If not, you'll have pass here. Bam goes. That means Brown is by himself here. And if Brown gets it and he pulls Duncan Robinson, you still have Marcus Smart on the weak side. You know, when you have spacing, you know, you have a lot of options. See, now you're relying on your gifts. Right, you know, and that's when, you know, like White, what are you doing? If you caught the ball here, what are you doing? 3-point line, get here. What are you doing up here? You're just an open outlet. Like, I'm not gonna pass you the ball there unless I'm forced to, but I don't want to because you're not gonna shoot the ball.
Shot pocket for Tatum inside.
This is all. See, these last 3 plays is Boston has horrible.
Butler will defend Tatum.
Right. Boom, you're right here. He makes that pass. 3. You're in no man's land. Marcus Smart's backdooring. Don't know why. Especially if you sense him getting to the basket. But, I mean, I'm not going to fault you for backdooring because he has his head turned.
Shot pocket for Tatum. Inside. Lost it. Got it. Rejected by Adebayo.
Now, this play right here, I'm not mad at it because who it is. You know, like this is just one of those honest things in real time, right? I have Duncan Robinson, who is a great three-point shooter. He is one of our specialists. It's a little far, 25 seconds, which means by the time he lets it go, it's out of the 2-for-1. So if it's out of the 2-for-1, is this the best shot that I'm gonna get if we decide to pull it back out? And my answer is probably yes. This is probably, if I have to pull the ball back out with 19 seconds to go and draw up and get a good play, I don't think it gets better than, you know, having Duncan Robinson open right here. So you just got to live or die with the shot.
Robinson for the lead. Rebound Tatum.
All right. 19 seconds left.
To Smart. Knocked away Robinson on the drive by Smart. For one of the better three-point shooters in our game. But you've got to block out. And why
Diddy, what's up, Diddy?
there another Heat player on the line here?
Exposed for just ask Jimmy Butler. You want it?
I mean, this is the difference between great coaches that believe in their players and coaches who really don't have any confidence in their players, right? They could have easily called a timeout here, draw up a play, but for what? If you put the ball in your best player's hand, you don't need a miracle play, right? You know, you have the ball in your best player's hand, so there's nothing I need to draw up out of timeout to get the magical play to give it to my best player. I give it to my best player now, so, you know, Miami didn't call the timeout here, which I wouldn't have either.
Jimmy Butler said, yeah, ball's going to him now. He's had a rough night. Doesn't matter right now. It's going to come down to one play.
Now, the only issue I have with this is, you know, you're down two, and the urgency of trying to get a playoff, because if you miss it, you want to foul to have enough time to go for another play. You know, you're how many seconds did you waste? 6 seconds already? Yeah, you waste 6 seconds.
Said, yeah, ball's going to him now. He's had a rough night. Doesn't matter right now. It's going to come down to one play. Butler scored 2 of the last.
That's like you done wasted 8 seconds of a shot clock or just a game clock itself, right? When you're down. So, you know, if you shoot this ball under 5 seconds, and by the time you get the rebound, you got to foul, possibly 2 seconds left on the clock. Then you got to try to score again. You know, you're supposed to, you know, get a quick hit here. You know, 16 seconds left. You want to have taken a shot by the 12 second mark.
12 points for Miami.
And we got to score.
Defended by Horford.
This is all. This is horrible. This is horrible offense.
Jimmy Butler said, yeah, ball's going to him now. He's had a rough night.
Jimmy Butler. This is Tatum. I mean, Tatum is not known to be a lockdown defender. And it's their best player, which I don't know how many fouls he have, but you wanna activate his defense at this point, right?
Doesn't matter right now. It's going to come down to one play.
Yeah, I know you want to
Scored 2 of the last 12 points for
you. Get out of there, Bam. You should have already got out of there. Now, this is why the infamous 1-4 flat is so important. See, 1-4 flat, this is what it looks like. You have Jimmy here, Bam here, Duncan Robinson there. So when Jimmy comes here, there's no confusion. Now he has the whole open court space. Now, when he drives to Duncan Robinson don't know what to do right here. This is a broken play. He don't know if he should set a screen, which puts Marcus Smart on him. He don't know if he should cut through. It's just a real broken play. This actually was bad offense in the key moments of time. And this is why I always call 1-4 flat, put everybody on the baseline. Now I have all of this space to work. You gotta remember, Jimmy started on this side of the court and he gets fouled over here, which lets you know how bad this offensive play was.
Defended by Horford.
Even I mean, at least he was smart enough to get out of the corner. And now Horford just overzealous defender. I mean, he was right, shooting a fadeaway three. You don't need to block this shot, right? You just challenge it. You don't need to try to block and make a hero play, right? He has to make a hero play to win. You don't have to make a hero play to stop him. So you gave up three free throws to the best free throw, the best player on the court at this moment in time when it comes to focus.
12 points for Miami. Defended by Horford. Horford will pick it up. Miami trailed by 10 with 4 to play. To time. The two most important ones out. Here it is right here. It's a Heat lead of 1. Timeout Celtics. White will inbound.
All right. Now we have 3 seconds left. We have 3 seconds left. Now, all the options are things that players, especially someone like me, this is what, you know, I made what my talent is. My talent is the process. Things that are moving fast, I know how to process it and make it slower in real time. That was my actual gift. That's why during last moments of games, coach didn't need to call a timeout. I can just play, and that's where all my game winners was coming from. Never really came out of timeout plays because I can process everything that's moving in real time. I can slow it all down. So here, you know, White, whatever your options are, you have to be able to process the scene as quick as possible because you're on a 5-second count. Obviously, the ball's supposed to go to Tatum, but you have to be able to react real fast. And these are the plays that I see that you didn't see. Ready? Let's go. Down's open. Right here. Obviously, your guy's not paying attention to you. You're supposed to be looking for Tatum. Right now, Brown's open. He has his man sealed. Right now, so if he has him sealed, easy layup. If not, where's your man going? Your man's going to deny this, which means you can pass it, step in, wide open shot, right? Option 1, dump it. Your option 2, as of right now. Wide open. Your man, look where your man's at, White. White, look where your man's at. Here, step in, 3-second shot, wide open by yourself. Now you're gonna pass it to Marcus Smart. Tatum is the worst option at this point. Horrible play. This is gonna always, for history, it's always gonna be a horrible play. Coaches, stop calling plays that has your best player running to the ball, basically running to the half court, right? There's 3 seconds left. 3 seconds left, meaning Jason Tatum's momentum is coming this way, which means by the time I pass it, he is not DeAndre Fox. not even John Morant, where he can turn his hip fast enough to create more momentum pushing back towards the basket. So there's no way if Tatum catches this ball moving towards the half court that he can turn his hips fast enough to get to the basket. So 100%, 1000%, Jason Tatum will have to settle for a three-pointer here. A step back, step side three is what you're going to get from this play, which means this is the wrong pass at this time. This is why I don't know why coaches love throwing plays where their best player comes up. You got to remember your best player has to catch it, stop his momentum, then turn back and face the rim. For the future, start at the half court. So your player is running towards the basket. He can carry his momentum towards the basket, right? Towards, right? Lakers, you had LeBron coming this way, then he had to try to turn a corner. You lose momentum. Start at the half court, run in. All your plays should be half court base coming towards. I don't know why they sit here. Like, this shit makes sense if you got like Shaquille O'Neal and you can set him a screen and dump it down to the big fella, some high flyers, you're going to the rim. But when you have your best players and you're trying to make a play with 3-4 seconds left, they catch the ball out here, they got to turn and face. It's a three. Again, dump it to Jalen, step in, you have an easy three. The smart, look at this, look at this. This is horrible. This is horrible spacing. It would take a miracle for you to shoot this three. Why'd you come all the way to the three? You could have stopped at the free throw line. Oop, open right here. Stay right there. Listen, if you stay right here, Jason backdoor, well, he's not even momentum the back door, but stay right here, do work from here. You have him sealed, and you can still step in on either one of these two. Hence why you got the offensive rebound, because your man is sitting here denying, so you just went to the basket, as you should have.
It's off the Smart.
Hey, what's so funny is you actually read it. But that should have been your White. You read it, but it should have been your.
It's off the Smart for the seventh.
And to be honest, you got rewarded for bad defense, and there's nothing Miami can do, because this offensive rebound wasn't after the shot. It started right here when you decided to not guard the inbounds play, which means once he went out and boom, you gave up all offensive rebound to this guy.
It's off the Smart for the seventh game.
And even Jason Tatum, right? Jimmy Butler gave up on his.
It's off the Smart.
Gave up on this man. Bam had a decision to box out two different players. So this could have, the way this bounces, either man, Jason Tatum or White, would have had this ball for a putback.
For the seventh game, Canadian kicked in, but the buzzer sounded.
It's great. It's great reaction play, but you can see how easy this game could have been over on Boston side. You can see the last 2 minutes. They did everything wrong. They did everything wrong. Miami, Jimmy Butler was, fantastic at the end of the game, which he always is. But there's plays, there's things that he could have did better. They could have did, moving a little bit faster. But, Boston really needs to clean up their last 2-minute game, because their spacing is horrible. Decision-making is horrible. If Miami goes to the zone again, Those screens on the outside to overload sides will actually help. And, it hints. I remember when they used to put that, when that zone came in earlier, when I first got into the league, the reason they stopped running is because we will bust up one side. There's always a bad defender, and we'll just run our whole offense on that side where the bad defenders were. And, it just forced teams to get out of the zone and go back to man-man. But I can't wait to see Game 7. Right now, Boston's going to really have to tighten up on their offense, right? They're going to have to tighten up on their offense. You can see it was horrible decision-making at the end of this game. I'm not going to lie. They pulled it out, but it shouldn't have went down to that rebound, being up 7 with 2 minutes left. They didn't get nothing easy. Everything was scramble. It was a scramble offense at the end, and they did not actually make plays during that scramble offense. So, if they can clean that up, this would be a pretty easy win for them. If they don't, Miami could upset them and going on to the championship. So, hope you guys enjoy the breakdown, and see you guys after Game 7.